What's up, YouTube? It's Detroit John. I'm back here with another episode of John Talks. Just coming off graduation, guys. I'm glad and I am just excited, okay? Because we got an exciting day in Pistons, okay? In the Pistons community. This could be one of the most, how do you even put it into words? One of the most consequential games, if not the most consequential games in Pistons history. Definitely this season, and definitely this week is definitely the most important. But I want to mention a few things. I want to get into a little John Talks with the Pistons, and I want to cover a few things that I haven't been able to talk about much. I haven't been able to talk about these much in the last few weeks. They've happened, but I haven't been able to talk about them much. Killian Hayes, let's start with him, okay? I think he has showed growth, and I'm actually surprised, okay? I'm actually very impressed, I should say, at his performances, what he's been showing. Now, he still has a lot to work on, but he has shown at least a 20-point game, consistency with playmaking, passing, very good vision skills, and poise. He's showing some poise on the defensive end. So we have seen some good things out of Killian finally. And I can't say anything bad about him right now, especially coming off a 20-point game, dude. If he can start to really replicate that, maybe I can start saying, you know what, he might be potential-wise, again, has the most potential out of all three of those guys. But we better put a hold on that, because in these this last month that I've been in MIA, Isaiah Stewart has flourished in what my opinion is a star waiting to happen. A star is really coming, is going to come next season in Isaiah Stewart, because what he's displaying now, it wasn't the shooting numbers, because he was 11 for 40 from three, but it was the attempts, it was the confidence, and at sometimes the makes, okay, he was really effective, okay, and he's becoming effective from outside. And I did not see this. This is a guy, they had him at a D plus draft rating, you know, for the Pistons picking him up and trading for him. They had I saw C plus by CBS, and even I was not I didn't know who the hell he was when we drafted him. And to be honest, his first few months I was still confused. It was really when he started to get closed out, this dude, he started to accelerate. Let's just say that he started to accelerate a little bit faster than we had previously seen or had expected, and so much so where I thought, honestly, maybe he should have been a top 5 pick. Isaiah Stewart should have been a top 5 pick, and I wouldn't necessarily say that about Sadiq. So what I do want to say, I don't want to make this video long, but I do want to say some things about Troy Weaver, guys. He has got to be at least in consideration for Executive of the Year. I know at 20 wins you get a sarcastic consideration, but if you look at what he did as a general manager, he caught fire. Okay, he caught fire. 10 deals in 11 months. You know, kicking people to the curb, launching people to the moon left and right. I mean, he told Blake Griffin, time's up, man. Your time is up. Just really looking at this roster and really being honest with himself. So we only had one player returning, which was Sekou Doumbouya, and we really took this season and we really tanked for the first time. So previous years, us Pistons fans, we know we've been trying to tank and we've been trying to get in this position. So tonight, with a loss versus Minnesota. And honestly, if we win, you know, we make a big mistake. We could potentially fall out of the top 3, out of the top 4 with the win tonight. And so we must lose tonight. That's the number one, okay? I heard somebody say one team is going to win tonight, the other team is going to celebrate. Okay? That is going to be the winner of this game is going to be the loser, okay? Okay, because like this could potentially put us in that number 1 spot, a loss tonight, just to put it simply. Okay, so it's hugely important. But the Pistons. I'm gonna put out another video, but we need to avoid some guys in the draft. Okay, we need to avoid some things going forward. And at the end of this season, we need to do as much losing as possible, but we need to avoid drafting. And I'll just come out and say it: Jonathan Kuminga. We need to avoid drafting. Luka Garza. We need to avoid drafting. Scotty Barnes. These are the three players that are on my radar that I think potentially we could be running into, and I'll be covering it in the next video. But we need to avoid these guys at all costs, and that starts with a loss tonight. Okay, that starts with staying in the top 5, because if you fall out of the top 5, which is a distinct possibility for us, then we could be subject to another Stanley Johnson, honestly, another, not even a Luke Kennard, you know. I think Sekou is decent, but another, Sekou Demboya type player, which we don't need. We need a Jalen Green. We need a Jalen Suggs. We need a Jonathan, not a Evan Mobley. We need a Cade Cunningham. Those are the guys right now, because I heard somebody say Troy Weaver put together the star team, the championship, the playoff team backwards. Okay, he got the surrounding players before he got the star. Now is the time to bring in the star. It's almost like poetry, people. And with the ascension of Isaiah Stewart into complete stardom, I think there's better than Sadiq Bey. So, and I never saw that coming. I don't think any of us saw that coming, but Isaiah Stewart is that dude. And with the Ben Wallace that he has and the defense, he could lead the league in blocks, people. He could lead the league in blocks while shooting 37% from the 3-point line. Gobert can't do that. Okay. Jokic, none of those guys can do that. He could really be an all NBA first team guy if he wanted to. I know I did not see that potential in him, and I see that potential now. I don't see it in a lot of guys, man. Okay, so I'm in this video, but you guys have a blessed one. But stay watching tonight, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.